Shovel cold, keep the engine running. Never let it slow, never lose your goal. Plot a fucking bill, bring the harvest in. That is our food, need I remind you? Work the oil rig, never let it stop. If it's ever dry, we'll all fucking die. Shovel cold, shovel cold. I'm tripping off tradition, mind wired for routine. A product of production done with sugar and caffeine. Pistons and pinwheels, oil and gasoline. God's a bitch, I'm addicted, money is Vaseline. I've known where I was headed since the classroom hallway. Life's a shitty play because we typecast all day. Work is your religion, yeah that's right, retard pray. Your Lord's a little busy, there's no time for a parlay. Carpe diem got me screaming absurd things. Life's a little short to give a fuck how you word things. Ad campaigns tell me suffer to serve kings. Then pretend I'm winning while I'm spending that earned green. Every single dollar pay the rent and feed your daughter. But she'll never be a scholar cause they keep you on a collar. Call her principals and preachers, understand they never see her. She's a barcode, she's a number, fucker, this is what they teach her. Shovel cold, keep the engine running. Never let it slow, never lose your goal. Plot a fucking bill, bring the harvest in. That is our food, need I remind you? Work the oil rig, never let it stop. If it's ever dry, we'll all fucking die. Shovel cold, shovel cold. Labor, never sleep. Learn to walk and talk is cheap. Turn a profit, cut your losses down to where they ought to be. Get your money right, then purchase people like the property. And tell them fit them out, cause independent thought is obsolete. Feeling hearts and rotten teeth, fuck them, they're disposable. Dying from exhausting heat, must mean they're supposed to go. Tell the reaper not to touch their souls anymore, cause they owe those motherfuckers to the company store. No harm will come to Maggie's farm. I put a cross before my life, before my friends, before my family. No harm will come to Maggie's farm. I killed to keep her cattle safe, you fuckers understand me? No harm will come to Maggie's farm. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't ever let it go. No harm will come to Maggie's farm. It provides a type of pride that I think every man should know. No harm will come to Maggie's farm. So I imitate the rest, my own thoughts ignored. No harm will come to Maggie's farm. If you sing while you slave, you won't ever get bored. Shovel cold, keep the engine running. Never let it slow, never lose your goal. Plot a fucking bill, bring the harvest in. That is our food, need I remind you? Work the oil rig, never let it stop. If it's ever dry, we'll all fucking die. Shovel cold, keep the engine running. Never let it slow, never lose your goal. Never lose your goal. Never lose your goal. Never lose you. Never lose you. Never lose you. Never lose your goal. I'll be thankful for the ground with every last step. Won't just use the air, but feel it with each breath. As long as blood pumps through the heart in my chest, I swear that's how I wanna live, but too often I forget. So I'm torn between who the fuck I am and who the fuck I'm supposed to be. And I'm torn between where I was meant to go and all the comfort close to me. And I'm torn between what my eyes have seen and the world that I believe in. Cause I swear there's hope, there's joy, there's love, there's plot, there's thought, there's reason. But the hard to find is such a crowded mind, yeah, I clutter up so easy. So I wait for light, way too polite to ever ask my place to leave me. Tryna make connects, no disrespect, I just don't have time to meet me. But one day I'll find paradise and realize I only need me. There will be no distractions, 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 there will be no attachment, 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 there will attachment. I'm built from borrowed carbon, I speak with borrowed words. I lost my faith in love, thank God I borrowed hers. Enough to keep me moving, can't waste my borrowed time. We all must find a purpose, I will not borrow mine. I will not fall to fear, won't be afraid to fall. And when I plan for life, I'll make sure death involved. Thank God for my distractions, rest from the stress of passion. Thank God for my attachments, they keep my ass in action. While working for this world, though some would say it's senseless. Too many greedy minds with filthy hands to work against it. But I'm not trying to fix it, just trying to make a difference. Big enough to see without the filter of my senses. There will be no distractions, 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 there will be no attachment, 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 there will be no attachment. No attachment. No attachment. She woke me up and cut wrists and a smile, so I smiled back. She apologized for the blood on the wall, so I told her no, I don't mind that. See, it's hard to heal when the pain won't flow, when the wounds aren't flesh so the scars don't show, when your mind's too polluted so the stars don't glow. No faith in fate, no heaven above. Numb from the cold, trying to deal with drugs. More lows than highs, more lust than love. Hope never replies, so I trust this buzz to kill this pain and it's fuck your club. Let me be, give me seclusion, just let me bleed. Kill my illusions, no want for action, no words to speak. So close the door and just let me sleep. I woke her up when the nightmares hit, so she woke me up, made the nightmares quit. Now we're both here in the middle of the night, in the middle of life when don't shit seem right. Yeah, I woke her up when the nightmares hit, so she woke me up, made the nightmares quit. Now we're both here in the middle of the night, in the middle of life when don't shit seem right. Trying to find a moment of peace, trying to find a reason to breathe, trying to find some hope for the future. God, fuck the future scares me. She won't be present when the moments pass. A moment of peace that I found to last, as I felt the heartbeat in the middle of the night, in the middle of life, and I felt love's fight.
Show me everywhere you've been hard. I did. Tell me all your troubles, I'll tell mine. How do you keep beating from your breath? How do you keep beating from your breath? As thin as our thread.
The room was still, time crept by. Her eyes on the ceiling like a clear blue sky. No more questions, she looked so wise. The wounds ain't healed, but the blood is dry. Just like the tears, just like the fears, just like the pain, it all disappeared. It took surrender to mend her heart. I saw it all happen in the middle of the dark. Karma burns like a candle in a dim lit night. I could almost see a smile in a flickering light. A burden so heavy, a heart so tight, but you let it all go when your soul takes flight. Try as I might, tears still slip past one night, then boy slit wrist. One last breath, that's when it hit. It never really mattered, but that's just it. I woke her up when the nightmares hit, so she woke me up when the nightmares quit. Now we're both here in the middle of the night, in the middle of life when no shit seem right. Yeah, I woke her up when the nightmares hit, so she woke me up when the nightmares quit. Now we're both here in the middle of the night, in the middle of life when don't shit seem right. Trying to find a moment of peace, trying to find a reason to breathe, trying to find some hope for the future. God, fuck the future scares me. She won't be present when the moments pass. A moment of peace that I found to last, as I felt the heartbeat in the middle of the night, in the middle of life, and I felt love's fight.
Show me everywhere you've been. fools all tell mine. How do you beat me from your breath? How do you beat me from your breath? Lost in our sorrow.
More and more contracts are being given to privatized prisons based on the claim that privatization saves money. This neglects the fact that privatization provides a dangerous incentive to keep prisons as full as possible. It's such a simple principle. Who overlooked or who let this happen? When the greed overthrow compassion, profits grown from loss of freedom. This must be the work of demons. Not surprised that someone tried, only that they weren't tried for treason. They brought the crack that'll bring the flood. There will be war, there will be blood. It's separation, it's separation. Here's some food for contemplation. What's the opposite reaction of a mass incarceration? Privatized prisons are just one example of such corruption. Changes in laws regarding sentencing and much of the refusal to see common sense on issues such as drug laws and rehabilitation programs that have worked in other countries is due to lobbying by various corporations that profit from incarceration. Neoliberalism isn't questioned anymore. Privatize the prisons, privatize the wars. Eric made a couple billion, Damon made a couple more. How much money does it take to make a man's opinion yours? Put him on the proper boards, give his ass a gavel maybe. Money over everything's what all the slaves are advocating. Should we learn respect for profit more than thought and logic? But if these prison walls could talk, they'd tell you what the cost is. The cultural embrace of greed has allowed for those who are exploiting the very people who have worshipped them for their success to be cherished and emulated, rather than met with the repulsion a logical participant in government would be inclined to feel if not under the corruption of miseducation, cultural influence, or fear. I personally believe that the disillusionment of the masses is unpreventable given the current levels of education and the availability of information such as prison population statistics and first-hand accounts of inhumane privatized military practices. I can only hope that people are not afraid to stand up to the obvious truth and call these men to justice in a court of law for treason against the people and thus the government of the United States, as they are not now and were never intended to be separate entities, a concept which our newfound world leaders seem to fail to understand. While these other fucks were sitting, I was working like a man, thinking waiting on fate, I could never understand. If my destiny's determined by the lines inside my hand, I'ma grab a fucking razor and carve some new plans. See, they want me in that cycle, stuck on the grind, while the two on television keep my third eye blind. But I respectfully decline, I got ambitions of my own. No, you never see me sitting, let them lobby for the throne. While they're trying to say they're kings, I'm trying to stay above the board Jews. I fed you facts on every track and now I think it's your move. Life should never bore you, don't let them live it for you. Staring at the mirror screaming sorry I ignored you. Till the glass breaks and I ain't worried if it's full or not. I'm trying to flood the world with shit that can't no fucking bullets stop. These ideas will never die, you need to learn to listen. The truth ain't hard to hear, you just don't like the answer given. They say it's all about communication. Now can you tell me what's a holocaust? They say it's all about your dedication. So don't you worry about the dollar cost. They say it's all about your education. Now can you tell me what's a holocaust? They say the future is your destination. whether you wanna be involved or not. Cause I'm that solo sheep conversating with a flock of wolves. Like all you do is hunt and eat, but how to live you never know. I'd rather die than just survive. I can't treat life like just a ride. He never liked the devil, but my God was one for compromise. I'm stretching every second, checking every question's answer. To me it seems the people are too comfortable as cancer. Those basic fucks, I shake them up. It's not that noise that wakes them up. It's more the silent, violent thoughts deep underneath the banter. It's more the seconds peace that makes you understand the rancor. The way of things brings subtle pain that tends to numb the senses. And all the stain for chasing change has crippled all the fences. So now we sacrifice our lives to pay for our expenses. And though they swear it's fair, I have to say that I resent it. Our fathers followed every step and ended up demented. Forgetting in that fleeting time that energy is rented. So when you're forced to pay the debt, then how will you have spent it? They say it's all about communication. Now can you tell me what's a holocaust? They say it's all about your dedication. So don't you worry about the dollar cost. They say it's all about your education. Now can you tell me what's a holocaust? They say the future is your destination, whether you wanna be involved or not.
What makes you really angry?
The thing that makes me really angry is the exaltation of ignorance. That really makes me mad.
Mm-hmm. In what ways are people ignorant, and how should they change?
Remember, I said the thing that makes me mad is the exaltation of ignorance.
Yes, I understand.
When you celebrate ignorance, then make that the national standard.
How is it celebrated?
It's celebrated in all records that achieve massive airplay on the radio, all television sitcoms, most films, and most commercials, and also in schools. American schools do not equip you to deal with things like logic. They don't give you the criteria by which to judge between good and bad in any medium or format. And they prepare you to be a usable victim for a military-industrial complex that needs manpower. As long as you're just smart enough to do a job and just dumb enough to swallow what they feed you, you're going to be all right.